Hello everybody, this is Kyrick's more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. Now, you may recall me, I don't know if it was immediately before this, or if it was just a while ago, but I complained quite a bit like, why do I keep getting all these gemstones? I don't need them, yada yada yada. Yeah, I just read something that reminded me of something important. Each summon increases based on how many gemstones they have. For example, Peridot. If I use this, then Ramu, Rama, whatever they call him, will increase in power. If I use Aquamarines, I can get Leviathan, which explains why I can do that. Also, I can now do this. There was no scene. I thought I had to go back to the Chocobo and do that, but no. Basically, if I do this, I come to the coast, just circle, press circle. Watch the waves around the world and relax. Instant full heal, no matter what I did. Now, not level 99 yet. I will be. However, with the exception of Vivi's Doomsday ability, everyone has learned all of their moves. Period. Which is enough said. Need this. And don't need this. Anyway. Everyone's got a ribbon. I went back and bought one for everyone. Well, I bought the last one, so I have 4. Quit doing that. And Queena now has max damage frog drop. I did a little math on this. Yeah, that's right. Kyrick's did math. I did a thing. It's pretty awesome. I'm very proud of myself. It shouldn't be. It was minor, and I used the calculator, but still. Here's how frog drop works. For every frog you have, frog drop does 80 damage, which means to get the maximum 9,999 damage you need 125 frogs, which I got. And it was close too, because I was having trouble catching them in one spot, and there was only a couple left. I'm thinking, oh god, don't let me have to reload this. But no, I have all the frogs. Frog drop now does max damage. Thievery now does max damage. Shock pretty much always does max damage with the Ragnarok. And Dragon Crest, and I know it sounds like I say quest, it's Crest, C-R-E-S-T, does 999 damage, which means I have 4 party members who can dish out an unspeakable 39,996 damage a turn. A full 4-person cycle does basically 40 grand in damage. That is not an insignificant amount. Also, what else have I been up to? I've been getting some cards. I'm only missing 20. Let's keep the weaker one. I have something that replaces this, though. Look at it! Look at it! Also, I have a very good Chocobo, because you see, his stats suck, but they all sucked. I had, like, 17 of these, because these are all that Fat Chocobo uses in his card games, pretty much. And they're all 0p, 0/0s. Like, that. This is the only stats they freaking have. So, between my Oglop, my Cerberus, my Crawler, and I think the Invincible and the Blue Narcissus, I just devastated this guy because there was nothing he could do except force confrontations, and I kept perfecting him and getting 5 Chocobo cards. So I absolutely had the pick of the fucking litter there. Now, we're here for a little side quest. Very complicated side quest. Very, very time intensive. And I gotta figure out how to do it. The problem is, and I hate this, the secrets and side quests thing that I have uses Japanese names, which leads me to believe this is a very, very early thing. It was updated December 12th, 2000. So, we had the American version, but I don't think they cared, because, let's see, what's this? Give me just a second here, let's see. In any of the party you'll make to visit Medain Sari must not have Salamander, which I think is the alternate name for Amaranth. which doesn't fucking help me unless you happen to know salamander equals amaranth. I thought it was referring to a boss at first. I'm like, oh, I just don't fight salamander yet. Well, there is no salamander boss that I'm aware of. You know? So that doesn't fucking help. Yeah, I gotta find her. Where is she? I think she's in here. Hi, Muggles. So many fucking Muggles. Yep, there she is. Hello. Well, I'm very happy for you. Now I need to get Garnet in the booth. Good for her, seriously. I like her as a character. I really do. Mog. That's tragic. It really is. The fact that Mog just exploded. But hey, got us a ribbon and an awesome summon. And it's not like Mog's dead, just reverted to her true form, that's all. I wish there was a way to change my party members that didn't involve going back to the airship. I mean, if I just go to the map, that would be awesome. But, yeah, I gotta go to the fucking airship. And for the record, this is the party that I'm gonna take into the final zone. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear out all the bosses and get to the second half of the final zone. At which point, I'm gonna just resume what I was doing, you know, finish the video, do some off-screen grinding, because that way I can grind in the final area. Because right now, Grand Dragons are nice and all, but they're also level 55 or 65, and I'm a little past where that's good XP. So it's just taking too long. They were fantastic AP. The bosses, by the way, give 7 AP in the area that I want to grind in. But AP doesn't matter. There's literally only one character in the entire game that can learn anything else from AP, and it's a single move on a weapon that he's going to finish the game holding. You know, it's the Doomsday spell that Ozma kept nailing me with. Got her in here. And they keep changing names, like they call him, here's one of Zidane as Zidane. And later on in this whole thing, it'll call him something else. There's Zidane again. I know I saw one other name. But, I don't know how this person could do everything else. What? Yeah, that's the thing. She just tries to run away when I start hitting the party. So now I leave and make a specific party. At least according to this. I wish I had another thing to consult. But we're gonna try this again. This is all the freaking steps for this. I've done it once before. And I've seen on TV tropes what her real name is recently. And I'll have one more thing to do after this before I do the final thing. So back to the airship again. Alright, BB, do your thing. I don't know what your thing is, because it's been a while since I've done this, and it's very sketchy on what it says. Basically, the very bare bones of what you need to do. And again, person who wrote this, yes, I'm snarking at your fact, but you will get a shout out in the credits along with everybody who's contributed on GameFAQs. Not that you freaking care, honestly. For all I know, this is the last one you ever wrote, and you just abandoned the internet and lived in a coffee shop for the rest of your life. I don't know why you'd live in a coffee shop to abandon the internet. They tend to have Wi-Fi, but just let me have my monologue. Okay, it's my Let's Play. I don't know, I'm fucking weird. Let's see if she's back. Am I talking to her again? I want to talk to her again. It would help if I could find the door. Hello. Okay, that didn't work. Ah, small room overwhelmed. Found it. Okay, this is fucking complicated. Oh, that's where I saw it. Okay, check carefully around the room. When you're moving Zatan, try to make him turn his face to you and keep moving slowly. Press the action button and the camera's angle shall change, showing Jitan reading the message. So yeah, looking at my keyboard, Z and J are nowhere near each other, so I have no idea. I suppose it's possible the person in spell check, but given that it's using Zatan and Salamander as names, I'm guessing they're playing like a Japanese mod. And I'm sorry, I don't like people like that. I mean, if there's only the Japanese version, like say if I wanted to play, let's say before it was released on Game Boy Advance or whatever, if I wanted to play Final Fantasy III, the Japanese one, yeah, I'll play it, someone who translates it to Japanese. That's fine. There's a Super Nintendo ROM that redoes the original Star Ocean, which only at the time had been in Japanese into English. That's fine. Sure, I'll play it. But if you want to do like, oh, here's Japanese Final Fantasy VI, you know, no, I'm sorry. I'll play our Final Fantasy III or our Final Fantasy VI. Why? Because we have our own version. I just... No, it's like, oh, well, this is the pure Japanese version. Well, you know what? Japan isn't always right. 2 words. Dr. Eggman. Okay? Enough said. Okay, which way do I go? First to the right, then the left. This is so stupid. I bet they wanted me to move left. Because I've done 3 laps and no sound happened. Alright, we're trying this one more time. We're just going all the way to the right. You know what? We're going to leave and come back in and try. All the way to the right. You do mean my right, right? Yeah, it just bugs me. And it's all part of the dub versus sub argument. And I'm sorry, in almost every case, I prefer the English version to the Japanese. For one thing, I don't have to read the bottom of the screen. I can actually listen. Or if it's something I've seen before, I can turn it on and do something else and have it in the background and listen to it. Then there's the fact that when you're reading a sub, unless it's an officially translated sub, you're working on the guy's operation of, you know, Japanese, on how good they are in their Japanese to do this. And I'm just gonna read all these that I can. Okay, why can I not do... Did I miss a step? Okay. Did the thing, Summoner's Wall. Okay. One more try. But and this came up when me and a friend of mine watched the fan sub for Dragon Ball GT. I'm like, oh wow, why doesn't our version have all this profanity? It's like, because that's basically the fan sub are like, oh yeah, instead of Piccolo saying, who are you? He said, oh, who the fuck are you? You know? Because they think it sounds better or sounds cool. No, just, we don't need Piccolo to say, who the fuck are you? Okay, this... We're going back and reading that damn note again. Fuck this. Alright, but I just don't like that. And I have a friend who's just an adamant, oh, I only watch subs, and I'm thinking, why? Now, if you speak Japanese, sure, by all means. If you're bilingual and you like the Japanese dialogue better, that's all you. You know, but watch it in your fucking native language. Now, I understand there are some dubs that suck. Like, they have bad names, or they have bad dialogue, or something. Okay. Forward once, backwards once. 9 is the last number. It is also the first. Alright, it's supposed to chime, but it hasn't been. And I've been listening, and my volume's loud enough that if there was a chime, I'd have fucking heard it. Because I've heard every other chime this game has ever thrown my way, except when I turn the volume off while grinding, because I want to hear when I'm watching better. So I'm going to count these things, too. There's the tone. That's not a chime, that's a... Alright, I'm supposed to keep doing this. I was listening for a chime! You misled me, thing. That's a different noise. The chime is like the sound when you pick something up or open a treasure chest. This is something else. This is a beep, not a chime. No wonder I didn't fucking hear it. I'm basically supposed to keep doing this. Until I get healed or something. But yeah, a good example of why I like dub versus sub has to do with a show. There's a show in Japan called Tokyo Mew Mew that we had as Mew Mew Power that for whatever reason never caught on. Now, in Japan, there's the chime. Well, a chime anyway. Now, in Japan, and keep in mind, these are the characters' real names. These aren't like their Mew Mew forms. Their names are Ichigo, basically strawberry, mint, lettuce, pudding, and, fuck, I cannot remember the third girl's name. But basically it translates to berry or something like that. In American, those same girls are Zoe, Cornelia, Bridget, Kiki, and Renee. And I'm sorry, those are better names. I mean, in Japan, oh, it's cute, we'll name them all after fruits and snacks. Because they work in a sweet shop. Yeah, that's cute in Japan. In America, that doesn't fucking translate. It's friggin' insulting. It's a cultural thing. You know? Shiva was the first, huh? Can't read his. Yeah, he never said necessarily state 16. Basically, wait until you have your own summons. She has her summons. Okay, now what do I do? Read them all and then go to Ifrit. Okay, let's do Ifrit now. Basically, Garnet's mother's name is Jane, and Garnet's real name is Sarah. And there it is. It's just that simple. Basically, the reason it told me not to put Amaranth in the party is because he makes Lonnie run away or just completely ignore us. And honestly, I'm glad that she was able to turn her life around, even though it had to suck to get to that point. Oh god, I'm starving and nothing will feed me except the Moogles. Because she had a raw deal. And it sucks, but you know what? She made something of it. And good for her, you know? It's just as well, even if she had gotten back, she wouldn't have gotten her money. Because A, she failed to win that fight and succeed in her goal, and B, her paycheck, the person who was signing her paycheck is dead. You know, incinerated by a dragon. But yeah, the whole dub versus sub argument, there is no correct answer to this. There really isn't. There are legitimate arguments against my, oh, I like dubs. And there are legitimate arguments in favor of my, oh, subs suck. You know, it's all up to you. I'm not gonna... I may think, if you're an English-speaking person, you prefer the Japanese dubs. And it isn't necessarily a shitty dub, because I've heard some that are absolutely abysmal. You know? But not all of them are. And not all of them are completely irredeemable. Some of them still get the points across. You know? But, you just make it to yourself, you know? And keep in mind also that sometimes the reason that so many things are changed is cultural shit. As in shit that will not translate the same from America to Japan. And this is not a cultural thing, per se, that you're going to see in anime, but here's an example. And I don't know if it's Japan or China or if it's even any of the Asian cultures, but I think this is Japan. Don't hold me to it, but it's an example. In America, if I were to invite you to my house and put food in front of you for you to eat, and you were to eat, like, say, 90% of it, just to put a number on it, you know? And just push the other one away. Oh, here, I got the rank S. I'm going to pause for a second, but if you were to, again, eat that and just kind of push it away, that could be considered rude. Now, I'm not one of those people. If you eat dinner at my house and you can't eat anymore, hand me your plate. I'll fucking finish it. My friends do this all the time. Skinner comes over, I'll make mac and tuna, or macaroni and cheese, or one of the other 3 things I know how to make, you know? And he'll eat it, and we'll go back for seconds, and he'll finish, or we'll be on our first bowls, you know, and he just can't finish his, so he just pushes it over to me. I fucking move his spoon, take mine, and just nom nom nom, and it's gone. But let's say someone who's a little more stuffy might be offended that, oh, my food not good enough for you, you know? And to them, that can be considered offensive. Now, in another country, again, I think Japan is one of those countries, maybe it was China. It's one of the Asian countries, but I don't remember which one. Hell, it might be all of them. But in that same situation, that's considered polite to leave a little bit on the plate. Like if it's me, if I go over to your home and you're from that country and I eat everything on the plate, then that's saying, what, I didn't provide enough food for you? I'm a bad host? I didn't give you enough food? Is that what you're saying to me? And that's a cultural thing. Another thing, I was watching, But another thing, and this is to avoid controversy, because immediately saying who said this would spark a controversy. Like, oh my god, that's, you know, we'll just ignore the source for this. But basically what they say is that if you're in, say, France, it's considered rude to tip, you know? Whereas in America, if you don't tip the waiter, you're being rude as shit. Eventually I'll get that card from you. Now there's a very specific thing I'm looking for. But yeah, like I said, there are cultural differences that just will not translate. In this game, for example, Zorn and Thorn, they talk the way they talk because in Japan, they talk in a way that is incomprehensible to English-speaking audiences. It would not translate at all. If they were to try and accurately translate the way these guys spoke, then we would not be able to make heads or tails of it. So instead, they make them talk the way they talk. Like, one of them will say something, the other one will reverse it and say it just like Yoda talks, you know? Now, there's a person here I'm trying to see, but I don't know where they are. It's a little bothersome. It mentions a 3rd floor that I don't necessarily know anything about. Again, you have to put in multiples of 5 to pull this off. But I got an aquamarine. So if you have a lot of ore and you use Leviathan a lot, which I do not, because I don't fucking need any of my summons, really. But if you're one of the people who uses your summons a lot, specifically that one, come here, put in like 25 ores and get 5 aquamarines. Go out, grind some more, do it again, etc. Just over and over again. Bring it. You're a synth dude, aren't you? Do you have anything I can do with here? So yeah, if you have a lot of ore, you can come in here like, oh god, I really like, Bahamut, so I'm just gonna synth 100 of these. And just do it, you know? If I had the ore, I'd actually probably do it. Okay, I'm fucking burning daylight here. Alright, why can't I find this person? Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a guy who will change names. Because I figured, you know what? We have Garnet's name. Her name is Sarah. Let's change her name to Sarah. Fuck it, I don't care enough. I just don't. It's not important enough to me. I'm just gonna go. I am gonna look at my rank S medal, though. Apparently, I've earned it. For whatever that's worth. I don't know, maybe cards count. If cards count, it makes sense. Because I haven't really found much treasure since the last time I was here. So maybe it includes cards. But yeah, this is the thing that Gilgamesh gave us. I wonder how he got it. Like I said, again, dub versus sub. In Japan, quirky names are kind of a good thing. Like, oh, we'll call him Dr. Eggman because he's gone around. Yeah, well, we called him Dr. Robotnik because, for one thing, it doesn't sound ridiculous. For another thing, he has robots. Lots and lots of robots. And it's just, okay, watch the Sonic the Hedgehog Saturday morning cartoon, the SatAM is its name. Watch that. That's basically the serious anime-ish of the two. There were two Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons made in America at the time. One was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which was the goofy one. And then there was the serious, dark one based somewhat on the comics, where Robotnik conquered the whole world, and it was up to Sonic and a handful of freedom fighters who were the only free beings left, pretty much, to just fight back. And that version was definitely Dr. Robotnik. He was evil, he was dark, he was fucking scary as shit, and all this other fun stuff. And it just was a thing. On the other hand, if you called him Dr. Eggman, you couldn't take him seriously. You either wouldn't take the name seriously, or you wouldn't take him seriously. It's just a thing. But I'll get off that subject. We're gonna enter the second to last area of the game. That's a lot of Nova Dragons. But I'm not worried. One thing, I played this game and I know what happens. Nova Dragon carries Remedy, Grand Wrist, and Dragon Armor? Or Grand Armor and Dragon Wrist. Yes. Remedy, Grand Armor, Dragon Wrist. Hey, guess what, dipshits? You covered the planet in mist. Guess what 99+% of the world's airships run off of? Yeah, you opened up the fleet. This is so Final Fantasy IV. This is not text that I advance, by the way, it auto-advances. This is mine. I totally believe that. That Baku is the kind of guy who loves a big showdown. He's a freaking theatrical thief. Of course he does. He runs a theater troupe made up of bandits. How could he not appreciate the drama? Wow, really? That's the Red Rose right there. That's Beatrix in the Red Rose. Fly her apart, then! And yes, this is my advancing dialogue again. This moment, the whole game built up to this moment between these two. Where he can just admit without freaking out that Zidane and Dagger are together. That they have a thing. We have finally hit the part where Steiner and Zidane are friends. Well, we really hit it at the end of Disc 3, but you never would have figured them as any kind of friends before then. It's just, you wouldn't, because why would you? Now, this isn't anything I need to worry about. We're all wearing ribbons. Ribbons absorb wind and water. This thing, oh yeah, that's definitely not a silver dragon. That's a completely different dragon. I was stupid for calling it the Nova Dragon. It was silver. Because this and that are so different. That's nice, don't care. Why did you guard? You should be wearing a ribbon. Dragon wrist, that's one down. You can do that. Well, I guess I'm going to show off Grand Lethal instead of Thievery. This thing is going to live 2 turns once I finally finish stealing. Because he has 55,000 hit points, and again, I can do 40 grand in a single turn. He doesn't stand a chance. Well, I'm not going to be using my dying attacks. Now, if I didn't have 4 ribbons, the plan would be silence him somehow. Or how? He's no threat to me at all. I honestly, even if I hadn't ground up these levels, he still wouldn't be a fucking threat to me. It's just all the what's that I've been pulling, the chocographs. Honestly, he might fucking trance all 4 of us, which would be kind of funny. Penis close, not that that matters. Again, we're still full health because auto-regen and our ribbons absorbing his attacks. Got fucking nothing on us. He wishes he did, but he can't hurt us. Maybe if I weren't wearing the ribbons, he'd be a threat, but I really doubt it. They're all over 4 grand. Steiner and Zidane are close to 5 grand, if not at. No. Can't. Yeah, look at that. He can't touch us. We're just beyond his ability to fight us. And there goes Queen's Trance. Come on, give me that grand armor. It's the one thing I'm pretty sure I don't have. I know I have a dragon wrist somewhere. If I weren't auto-regenning, I'd be upset that King was guarding instead of absorbing that. But I have auto-regen, so... Remember, auto-regen is a broken power. Tidal Wave. Now, to the best of my knowledge, there really are no more side quests in this game. I've done... The only things I really have left to do besides beat the game itself that are on my list are get all the blue magics, get all the cards, and get everyone to level 99. And of course, Vivi's gonna need to learn Doomsday, but other than that, it's just, we're done. And really, I don't even need to do that. I mean, I don't think I need to prove to any of you that, hey, I can grind up to level 99. Because I think this fight pretty much proves I'm ready for the final showdown. Bastard's still alive because I haven't killed him yet. I haven't even attacked him yet. And I've done nothing to defend myself. I'm just sitting here tanking all of this damage. And he barely has anything to show that he's even attacking us at all. I mean, look at this. We're all back to full health again. Even if I guarded against his damage instead of just shrugging it off, he still has nothing on any of us. The Infinite Damage Brigade! Oh no, it wasn't done. Oh well, it will be by the time I get through here. It's a shame. I could have sworn it was doing max to the Grand Dragons. It's close enough that it doesn't really matter. It's at most a difference of about 100, 150 points at most. 200, whatever. Yeah, it's a difference at most of 200 points. And at the levels of damage we're dishing out, 200 points means nothing. This honestly may as well be max damage. Yeah, it's 191 points difference. Bye-bye, Nova Dragon. Thanks for the goodies, though. Doing the wiggle dance. By the way, this is episode 53, and if I kept to my schedule, happy 2017! You know, I have so many Wing Edges and Rising Suns, and I've never bought a single fucking one of them. Every single one of them I have, I've earned in battle. Or found in a treasure chest. I want to point out that Quina, because of that, is integral to our plan to invade this place. Because Quina is the only one who knows how to get in and out of the airship. Which begs the question how the rest of us got in, but it doesn't matter. They probably boarded from the top or something. Yeah, this is the final area. Well, second to last area. There's one more after this, but this is the important part. Memoria, a place of memories. Alright, now, I'm going to keep this party for the time being. I think if I come back somewhere around here is my exit. Oh, I have to go forward. Either way, we're going to stop here. So, next time, we do more of Memoria. See you next time. Bye-bye!